Lovely. Lights going out. Thanks, Sid.
What's really interesting about this work is we start with a literary artefact, a novel, and we end up with a bit of live performance. Before rehearsals begin, I would boil down the novel itself to a much smaller document. So in the case of Waves, we went down to a 30-page document. And then with that document, we work with the performers trying to find a solution to all the steps in that document. And I would literally say to the actors, let's look at this paragraph and see whether we can convert it into live performance that's dynamic.
They say yes, they say no, whereas I shift and change and am seen through in a second. Therefore I hate looking glasses which show me my real face. Alone, I often fall down into nothingness. I must push my foot stealthily lest I should fall off the edge of the world.
And we would try to do that and we would see if it worked. And then when we'd made one little section of it, we might have solved one paragraph. We'd take a photograph of it and put it up on the wall and we'd start to storyboard it. And then we would notate what we'd done. And then we tried to structure it.
Oh yeah, you know after the window opens and you do that nice folding where you are rolling an object, I just felt you should...
When we made Waves, we were drawing on a tradition of radio play and also film. And actually, if you look at the show, it charts our ability to do the film stuff, which is harder. So it starts with more radio at the beginning and it gets more and more filmic. By the time we come to Some Trace of Her, we've done another show, Attempts on Her Life, so we're a bit more experienced with the medium. And the bar is set. It's going to be sustained visual output.
It was almost like working backwards with this. There was no script. We as a company created the material, created the images, created the structure of the evening, and then the acting and the psychology sort of came afterwards from an acting perspective.
%80 of the visual imagery was initially generated by the actors, not by me. My role was actually more to adjust it so that all those images would fit together structurally. So if you like, I was the keeper of the edit, which is after all where most of the meaning lies in film. But I suppose you could liken the construction of it to the process of writing afresh a play, but it's a collective process by which we all write a play. And so as we're doing it, the experience is very fragmentary and not very coherent, and you don't get any sense of a plan or a structure or a shape. Now, all of us can look back at what we've made, and we've even got a book. We can look at the book of the images and the text, and we can begin to understand the choices that we made and why we made them.